I think it's working. Oh my God, after the great abyss of unworking, I believe it is now working, folks. Hello and welcome to Self Care Sunday. Only 22 minutes later than I hoped it would be. My apologies, folks, and my appreciation for your presence. It is so amazing to see the chat popping off. Please let me know if I have any technical issues now, because that wouldn't be surprising. Software for live streaming leaves a lot to be desired. Welcome, Bren D0881, number one, first one here. That's awesome to see. Polyxeni? I know that second name. I'm going to butcher it because that is what I do here, is just butcher usernames. I'm so sorry, everybody. Futsitsi. I feel like we've talked before. Maggie Snyder, Detective Mudia, Link, Amelia Schroeder, Judas, Hydrangea, Evelyn's, welcome. Cough Drops with a Z. You know, it's cool when it has a Z. I'm not that I'm biased as a Zach. Shooting Star Neo, what up, everybody? Streaming this on the phone while dropping in to help at work. Aw, that's nice. Great to see you here. Welcome every single person here. It is delightful to have you. And welcome to everybody who's watching this not live. You are just as welcome. Definitely let us know in the chat where you're coming in from and what you are doing for yourself or someone you love on this fine Self-Care Sunday. Or should I say, Self-Care Sunday. What? That's what we call reverb. Maybe my favorite effect. There are so many things to talk about, folks. So many things. First, but certainly not the only thing and not the least thing. Oh boy. Have you been listening? Are you watching closely? Have you been listening to the new, the fabulous, the transition to the Unseen podcast? I have been working late nights with my good friends Gabrielle Urbina and Sarah Shackett on an audio fiction fantasy series by Long Story Short Productions, the same creative team that brought you Wolf 359. Same folks behind it, with some of the same actors, including somebody that you may be looking at right now in episode 5. This has been a labor of love made possible by all of you mad, beautiful people who gave us the funds to realize this dream on Kickstarter back in August now. So after a surprisingly successful Kickstarter in August, we have turned around and started shipping episodes. They started going live in October, and they go live every Monday. And we have a new episode with one of my favorite actors in the world. I don't know if this is a spoiler to say that it's Cece Lynn Jacobs, but it's Cece Lynn Jacobs, who played Loveless in the... don't tell anybody on Twitter, just between us, okay? Played Loveless in Wolf 359, for anybody who's a fan of Wolf 359. I don't think there are too many of you here. So this is the new thing. It's in a magical world. Can you believe there's already 7 episodes and there's about to be 8, and that in the next tomorrow, Christmas week, and New Year's, there's going to be 5 episodes. Is that right? 5 episodes? So there's 10 episodes between now and right before Christmas. And so 8, 9, 10. And then Christmas. special. We have a Christmas special because y'all are insane and funded us so incredibly that we could do specials, including the New Year's special. So between now and then, 5 episodes. Episode 8 is thankfully exporting and will be ready a little bit later tonight. And then we're back to the grind this week. It has been ridiculous. This show has been kicking my ass in the best way, but kicking my ass nonetheless. But it's been a lot of fun to work on. Oh, that's so wild. Oh wait, no, you're looking at the wrong thing. You shouldn't be looking at this. You should be back here. Yay, transitions. Oh man, I should probably hire a producer. If only my sock puppet could be a producer and not a attention hog. What was I going to tell you? Must have been important. Oh yeah, I guess I was curious. Somebody was saying because of time zones, it's Self-Care Monday. Well, happy Monday. That is so crazy. I imagine you are coming in from Australia or somewhere in is equatorial the right word? No, that's the longitudinal. Longitudinal are the long ones. In that vicinity. So yeah, I am unbelievably excited for this podcast to be happening. And I'm so excited for all of you to listen. And I'm also excited to pay down this tremendous sleep debt that we've been accumulating in January. That's going to be great. I'm taking a vacation. That's happening. I'm taking a vacation in early January, and it's going to be amazing. Detective Mudia, you're welcome for all this hard work. Rah. I'm going to take 1 second and make Gabrielle and Sarah's lives a little bit less miserable by just quickly sending them this export that just finished so that they don't have to wait until after the stream. I will now take some suggestions for what to make noise about. It's going to be sleep debt if nobody says anything else. If you haven't been joining recently, and I see there's somebody who was able to make it here for, sleep is the enemy. That is that is a real feel. I will definitely tell Cece you said hi. Shooting Star Neo. But who is that? Cole King. Welcome for the first time, Cole King. It's great to see your face, even though I can't see your face. To see your avatar face. Episode 8. So how podcasts work, how we are doing this audio fiction, before we get into our first instance of mouth sounds. I hope that doesn't strike people like the word moist, which just doesn't sit well. Now I've ruined it. Anyway, so the way this podcast happens is we record it. One of us, previously me, now Gabrielle and Sarah, make a dialogue pass. For this episode, I did the dialogue pass. And then I will hunker down and do a rough cut, where I bring in all the sounds and sort of make sure it all is sort of at the right level generally and pass it in. We do notes. We add the music in the next round. I do a finer tooth listen through, making sure all the levels are great. And then it goes through what is called a loudness filter. This is a tool that I spent way too much on from Isotope, which is actually an incredible company. They make basically Photoshop for audio. In fact, I can show you right here. So this thing is Isotope. There's also a bunch of plugins that you can open up in your DAW or your, I don't know what you call it, a digital audio workstation. That's the one. So this is the episode. There are fewer sound effects than in previous episodes, but it is still, it's all in the details. So that's sort of our workflow. Back to that. And so Gabrielle and Sarah need the episode to be able to give me notes so that we can all go to sleep before midnight tonight. So that is why I just want to take a second to do that. Thank you. All right. So I saw Sleep is the Enemy. I don't know if that was supposed to be a suggestion. Do we do leveling around -12, or is that a Canadian thing? That's a good question. I feel like I'm still figuring out the right broadcast settings for this. I've been doing, in the loudness app, a true peak of -2, and I want to say -18 for sort of the like overall like midpoint. I forget exactly the word. You can just pull it up. But the new RX-8 actually has some built-in setting that they say is like what you should set your podcast to. I am not sure where they got that from. So at some point I may do a remaster of all of the unseen episodes. That's sort of a conversation we've been having. Sometime in January. Just go through and do a little second pass once all the episodes are done, and I can be like, like that magic sound is used too much, and this level is way too loud, and let's just like consolidate this crap. Excellent. I'm happy when they're happy. They being my partners in crime. In my mind and in my heart, Maxwell did that. What is that? This is where the chat is funny. Like catching up. Aw. That is super sweet. Greta Perez Hayek. It's lovely to have you here for the first time. Welcome. I try to make it an effort to not start 20 minutes late, but I recently let one of my subscriptions lapse because subscriptions, they're expensive. But of course, this left me with a very broken streaming setup that I did not realize would be quite as broken because old apps die hard. Old apps die hard. And free apps, they let me down. So here we are. And I'm sorry you gotta go, Brendy. I will mouth sounds you out. I am really interested in what this birds want government intel on what Goddard is doing. Birds are Goddard drones. There we go. Okay. Just making sure you can hear that. Looks like you should. Mouth Sounds, December 2020, Self-Care Sunday. Thank you for joining me, guys. It's fun to hang out with you. are drones, birds are drones. Birds are drones, birds are drones, birds are drones. Birds are drones, birds are drones, birds are drones. Birds are drones, birds are drones, birds are drones. Birds are drones, birds are drones, birds are drones. Birds are drones, birds are drones, birds are drones.
Goddard Futuristics. It's an evil corporation that makes bird drones.
Birds are drones, birds are drones, birds are drones. Birds are drones, birds are drones, birds are drones.
Caw, 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 caw.
That is Birds Are Drones, an original Self-Care Sunday mouth sounds. Oh, Jesus. I hope the mix on that was fine. I have limited control once it starts looping. Okay, when are y'all going to make a musical podcast? So, funny story, you should ask that, Trinity. Oh, let's see. Do you remember? Remember. One second. Do you remember? Do you remember? With this delay, let's go back in time. To a couple of years ago, when I used to do this thing called Rise, Scribe Ember. What is Rise, Scribe Ember, you ask? What is Rise, Scribe Ember, you ask, without any delay? Because we're now in the present moment. Rise, Scribe Ember was basically the same thing as NaNoWriMo, except instead of the novel part, it was a script. I'm sorry. It was a script writing thing. It was a challenge for a month. It was so fun to do. I focused on audio fiction, but it was sort of open to anything. I think I did some YouTube scripts, but the focus on audio fiction was we did this contest where the community that wrote audio fictions during the months of November would submit it, and then submitters would get to vote on each other's. And the winner would be something I'd produce. So the first year, the winner was Frameshift, and that's actually live online. All proceeds towards United for Puerto Rico, and so then the second year, we did it again, and Eternity Radio is actually in the can, and has just been a long-lived back burner project that is just about a week's worth of full-time editing and sound design, and maybe a week, depending on how intense I get, of music making. Now, it's not going to be a musical, but basically it's a music-inclusive podcast, like, because it's about a guy who runs a radio station that needs music, and so I was going to make the music, and that's happening. That is absolutely happening. I have not listened to Weezer, Cough Drops, unless it has been on the radio, and I didn't know it was Weezer. I'm not a popular music guy, really. my music listening these days is basically just whatever focus playlist of beats Apple will give me when I go, Siri, give me the beats. Oh, no, no, don't, not now. Okay. The one time I actually say her name, she doesn't go off, but all these other times. Um, I should drop my Spotify playlist. Dave, by Strider, by Spotify playlist, do you mean what I listen to or what I have made? Because I would have to upload things to Spotify for the things that I've made. That could happen. I have some stuff on Bandcamp. I feel like that's sufficient for now. But one day we'll see. I'm just scrolling back because there is so much funky music got played by this white boy. Adrenaline Lesbian, phenomenal handle. That's a handle after my own heart. Let's see. Yeah, I was saying to somebody on a Zoom call earlier this week, you know, it's a pandemic when you've run out of instant coffee and you've moved on to caffeine pills. And I know that sounds like I'm an addict, but let's be real. Anybody who drinks coffee daily is. And actually, I found it to be, as somebody who used to actively take an ADHD medication prescription, found it to be like a lot saner to not just like endlessly crave and drink these cups of coffee that just like make my insides sour because of all the acid. And to actually know, like, no, I'm only having 400 milligrams of caffeine today. I'm not taking more than that, which is actually like what they recommend, the people who like recommend amounts of things. Anyway, TMI with with Zach Valenti. Give me time, Dave. It's coming. It's coming. First, I have to figure it out. Then I actually have to make tracks that I think should play on Spotify because I think they're rough. But that is very much of interest to me in 2021. Did you guys not listen to the episode where Minkowski tried to put on? Yeah, that definitely happened. Detective Mia Dia, or Mia Dia. Wow. Thank you for all the claps, everybody. 37 questions. That was an actually musical podcast, if I'm not misremembering. Or was it 36 questions? Let's see here. Birds Are Drones is already a classic. I guess I could just put up like a shit post playlist of like all my garbage songs. Billy, I don't disagree. And there are times when I'll take the side effects, but not right now. 36 questions. That's because it's 36 questions to fall in love, right? That's like a thing that they did on the New York Times. Folks, I'm taking suggestions for the next mouth sounds prompts. You're the boss. In the meantime, I'm going to take a second and lead us in a communal mindful moment. One of my favorite things to do. Every month, Self-Care Sunday, which is usually on the first Sunday of the month, but this month was delayed for delaying reasons because I was overworked and needed sleep and to finish an episode of Unseen. I do have a huge announcement that I'm going to leave to the end of the stream. Please don't let me stop the stream unless I say it. Before we do this mindful moment, I am going to quickly just take a quick sort of I just gotta go use the restroom for like one moment. So I'll be right back. Just entertain yourselves. Yeah, sorry. Oh, yeah. I've had this problem where my sock puppet just takes over the live stream. Don't let him do that. If you see him, just tell him to go away. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Ha ha ha! Motherfucker, he'll never know. Guys, don't fucking tell this motherfucker that I'm back. You got questions? Oh, you want tips on voice acting? Don't let them stick their hand up your bum. I mean, unless you're into it. If it's consensual, it's fine, but as a sock puppet, I really take offense that that's just okay to do. Okay, let's see here. So, if you don't know who I am, I'm Ruffles. I'm a sock puppet. I'm an educator. I'm a sock fabric-based being. Sock puppet is colloquial. So, yeah. I'm here for all your questions. Fabric-based being, not a worm, adrenaline lesbian. There's actually a video on my YouTube channel at ruffles.tv about how to kiss for anybody that wants good advice. As a fabric-based being, I am above such petty things as gender. But, I don't know. I basically just go by he, him pronouns, but call me whatever you like. I respond to it all. Oh, that's a question. My favorite bird. Well, I used to be a rock dove guy, but, you know, I recently found out that there's such a thing as a peregrine falcon. I respected rock doves because one day I was picked up by a pigeon and dragged around New York City, and so I submitted to my superior being. But then when I found out that peregrine falcons eat those fucks, I love them now. I just am a whore for power. That's just what I am. Let's see here. Favorite beverage? Well, I used to have a problem. I'm a recovering addict. This is something that you should know about me. I've had problems with substance use in the past. It's not something I love talking about, but it is an important part of my backstory and history and just in general. My, my thing. So, I used to really like mouthwash. I know it's gross, but you can't get anything else on Christmas in some states, and so I got into it, and it's a bad habit. So, I'm not going to say that, because it's been, almost 10 years now since I've had a giant gulp of mouthwash. But, I guess favorite beverage that I can currently consume would have to be... Some sort of matcha extravagant bullshit from, the coffee shops I'm not allowed to go to anymore. Yeah. None of the masks really fit me, so I'm just not allowed to leave. Clowns murdered my family. I love clowns.
No.
Oh, it's easy. How do I drink mouthwash without any hands? I just kind of do one of these. Classic. straws are for the weak and for sea turtle killers. I'm a chugger. Oh. I think you might be coming back soon. Jeez. Let's see. Let's get a couple more questions in here. There is not enough therapy in the world for this sock. Believe me, I've been. Please don't drink mouthwash. It is, contrary to popular opinion, not an effective cure for the coronavirus. Favorite infectious disease? Laughter. Oh, shit! I think he's coming. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. I'll catch you next week. Drones are my favorite transportation method. Bye!
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Why does it smell like sock? Ruffles wasn't here again, was he? Oh no. That evil sock. Always cramping on my live stream. God. I should really lock that sock drawer, shouldn't I? Ay, ay, ay. Well, folks, I am going to lead us in a brief, but hopefully potent. Oh, it wasn't him? I don't know. I'm confused. Anyway, how about a time for some mindfulness together? I'm going to take a deep breath together, if you want. I'm going to start with a little countdown. Do a couple deep breaths, and then we'll just tune in to what is actually happening right now, wherever we might be. So you want to be seated comfortably. You can also stand if you're more comfortable standing. You can lie down if you're more comfortable lying down. You can keep your eyes open. You can keep your eyes closed. However it feels to feel at ease. That is how you should be for this. I don't know. Judas, what is a sock? I've heard about these things, but I don't know if I've seen one for myself. Okay. So on the count of 3, you can take a deep breath in, filling your belly. 1, 2, 3. And exhale. Squeezing out every last breath, trying to get completely empty, and then seeing if you have any more to squeeze out until you're empty. And then another deep breath in your own time. Filling up more than you think you can. And then exhaling again. Taking another deep breath in, filling the body with air. And exhaling fully one last time. You can resume a normal, relaxed breath. I find it helps to sort of bust stress with those exaggeratedly deep inhales and complete exhales. Now, as you sit, stand, or lie, wherever you are, you can just notice how it feels. To be in your body. You can take a gentle scan of the mammalian craft in which you find yourself in this mysterious thing we call life. Noticing as you become aware of any tension, how it naturally softens with every exhale. Whether it's a tension in your jaw or in your neck, around your eyes, or in your back, or anywhere. As you continue to breathe in and out, you can feel your body relaxing down with that gentle tug of gravity, settling you in. And if you notice yourself pulled away by distraction, you can simply thank your mind machine for sharing whatever noise it may be sharing, and include it along with an awareness of your breath and body. I find it naturally quiets as I remember to pay attention to the pressure of my body against the chair and the floor. And you can play around with how much you can notice all the little sensations of breath as the air comes in and out, changing the temperature in your throat and nose and mouth. And if it feels right, you can see if you can include the sounds around you, starting with the ones that are close by, slowly expanding out, to simply notice without strain the most distant sound you can. as you continue to surrender to every exhale a little bit more. And in this state of relaxation, you can gently contemplate an intention, a mood, a way of being, some word that comes with a sense of upliftment as you look ahead to this week to come. And you don't need to start with the word, you can simply feel within yourself. For what would make a difference? What might light you up as we move into this next week? When you've found something, whether it has a word or not, some feeling, a hope, a wish, hold on to that and bring it with you as we bring this mindful moment to an end. Taking one last super deep breath and super full exhale. You can flutter your eyes open if they were closed. Wiggle your fingers and toes if they've just been gently resting. Go for a stretch if it feels right. And it usually feels right. This has been a mindful moment together with all you lovely self-care Sunday-ers. Thank you for sharing that with me and with each other. Sorry for the loud sound. That is very normal to feel sleepy in a relaxation exercise. Not only because it feels good to relax and sleep comes naturally, but because, at least in my experience, the way of modern life is overexhaustion perpetually. Whether it's because of overwork or because of overstimulation with our digital dopamine traps. It's very easy to just fall asleep. And if you try picking up a regular meditation practice and fall asleep, just know there's nothing wrong with you, that your body is just doing a natural process for what it needs. It's also 10:40 p.m. where you are. That's a different story. I might be projecting my own situation. I did a 10-day meditation retreat and spent the first 3 days fast asleep. And that is something that I was quick to judge myself about because I wanted to be this, I wanted to pop open like a lotus flower and be the Buddha tomorrow, or, today. And, it's like showing up to the Olympics with 15 minutes in the gym expecting to get a gold medal. It's like, what was I thinking? And I just needed to sleep. Judas, you finished your clown painting. First, I hope to see this clown painting on Twitter. Second, I would always be interested in some cats. I've been missing my cat, Tiffany, recently as the pandemic has worn on. And I definitely took some of my time with my cat Tiffany for granted, or just got caught up in life and would really love her company these days. But with voiceover as my primary source of income, having a new cat is sort of unworkable. So, guided meditation with Zach Valenti could happen. I was keeping up an daily meditation podcast this year until September when things got a little crazy at focused.af. But that's something that I intend to finish belatedly and then do something else with. Interesting. Should I paint Live A while I do guided meditations? Because Bob Ross is definitely a much better painter than I think I'll ever be. Live A, I know that feeling too well. Stubbing your toe. We should probably make a Discord or something. Goodbye, Natalie C. See you next time. I hope. I've never played Among Us. How do you... Somebody tweet at me about how you do that. I don't know. I'd be curious to figure that out. I have the means to do video game streaming. I just haven't dared. Ha! Interesting. I owe it to myself to stream more, I think. Maybe that's a New Year's resolution. I'm thinking about those. Don't hold me to that one yet. We're wrapping up soon, folks. This has been friggin' delightful. Love you guys. I appreciate y'all. But before I go, let's go back to the past. Do you remember? I have a huge announcement. Huge announcement! Prepare yourselves for the bigness of this announcement. So, folks who were here for the, one second, I'm going to lower the volume on this thing. I don't want to get rid of it because it's chill, but I do want to lower that a little bit. So for those of you who are here for the Unseen Kickstarter, you'll remember that as we were blown away by the response and we wanted to come up with... I'm pregnant. Not this year. Ruffles may be perpetually pregnant. We actually don't really understand Ruffles biology. But what was I going to say? Unseen, Kickstarter, unbelievable response. We were coming up with new stretch goals on the fly to figure out just like, can we actually get to all of the bonus episodes we wanted to hit at around $40,000, or was it 30? I think it was 40. Anyway, the point is, there are two rewards that have been long coming that I came up with and advertised on Twitter for anybody who was following the campaign at the time. One of them was Lambert Week, a week of daily live streams with in characters Samuel Lambert from Wolf 359, the least grating voice that I do. Joking. Possibly more grating than Ruffles. I don't do Ruffles. Ruffles is an independent being. So I wanted to announce Lambert Week. I also wanted to announce Self-Care Sunday with Dr. Hilbert and Doug Eiffel. It's going to be Dr. Hilbert's Self-Care Sunday, but Doug Eiffel will make an appearance. So prepare yourselves for first week in February is going to be starting February 1st, Lambert Week. Every day. I'm still figuring out the times, whether I want it to be like super early at random times just to make sure everybody in different time zones can do this, or late at night. I don't really have a sense of my schedule for February, so I'm sort of sorting this out. But you can expect by mid-January to have some times for this. But yeah, the first week for sure, first through the 7th, every day, Sam Lambert live, right here, probably right here. Maybe he will get his own something, like he might have his own Twitter or something. I'm figuring that out too, but probably here. And then we're gonna end the week with that Self Care Sunday, 7th of February. The first Sunday of February 2021 will be with none other than Dr. Hilbert. I have purchased the science kit. He's going to be doing some science experiments, and Doug will have a presence, and it's going to be ridiculous. And I am excited to finally announce this, and it definitely had to wait. This is going to be available for everybody, Detective Mudia. This is not a private thing for backers only. This is a public thing. So you do not need to worry about that at all. And thank you for supporting us retroactively. We really appreciate it. Yeah. That's going to be a fucking thing. Liv, who told you we're making volcanoes? I'm not confirming or denying anything. It's going to be a great time. Yes. I just wanted to let you guys know first. I'm going to announce it on Twitter at some point in the next couple weeks. And we're going to let the rest of the internet know through the Kickstarter. Not Patreon, Kickstarter. Oh my god. Skirther99, I'm so excited. I hope it's awful. Amazing. Tell me how to play Among Us. I may need to do some sample rounds on my own, and then we can figure out how to make that happen. This would be so much easier if we had a Self-Care Sunday Discord server. So here's the thing. I'm like tempted to do it right now because I like doing things and starting new things. I've done one in the past that was like sort of tangentially around my Patreon, my personal Patreon, which shout out to my personal patrons. Y'all are the best. Y'all are why I don't have dog shit internet, even though my internet is still in the like god awful territory just because I live in a desert and there's only one option, but it's better than it would be without you guys. Custom voice messages are coming in the new year. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, Unseen has been absolutely kicking my ass. So hang tight for those, Shooting Star Neo. Those are coming, and the fanfic stuff as well. We've just... we did that thing where we were like, you know what would be a great idea? Executing on the show immediately after we finish fundraising. Like, not taking a week and just doing it. And so we did it, and that's a thing. Is that what that is? Is Among Us with Zach Valenti a Wolf 359 simulator? Is that what that would be? Interesting. So yeah, just in closing on the Discord situation, it becomes sort of another thing that I feel bad about not giving my full attention to, and can't moderate properly, and so I'm tempted to do it, but I have reservations. But I highly encourage in the short term that folks like self-organize a Discord, and I'll think about starting my own server. I feel like there used to be one, but I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, I'll think about it. I'm tempted, but I'm interested in doing less but better, and that's just what I feel right now. But I love your guys' enthusiasm, and I will see you back here the first Sunday of January. Is that what's up? I may actually be back the second Sunday of January, so long as we're announcing things. Um, I think I'm going to be taking some time off that first week in January, and not in the best place to stream. So I think I'll probably be back on the 10th of January, and I will confirm on Twitter in the coming week. That will be a thing. Ruffles can mod. Ruffles would be the worst moderator, yo. Ruffles would. Ruffles is the troll. Ruffles is the troll. On that, I love you all very much. I'm so grateful to have this time with y'all. And let's make this happen. Peace. Love you. Bye.